call this meeting to order. Need a motion to approve the agenda.
I so move.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, let's say pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. Public comment. Any public comment? If not, go to the engineer update. And JD's not here, so we don't have an engineer update. We got that email to us.
Yep.
So we're jumping on down to resolution 30, which is in our book there. Got everything published and everything accomplished right with our ordinance, so we're rescinding that moratorium.
Yeah, so I had a couple questions on that real quick. One, the old ordinance is still on the website, the draft ordinance.
Yeah.
Does that need to stay on there?
No, the draft would need to be there.
Okay, and then I had one other question. Hang on.
The other two should be on there too, the amendments and the standard one.
So I highlighted one.
The old one is still in effect for the lawsuits. So,
Well, no,
the
we amended.
draft one.
no, not for the new one, but if the old one is on there, the very first
Okay,
one.
I saw the draft.
You're talking about the draft, okay.
The draft one.
Yeah, so
I didn't
that
know if
needs
it
to be-
needed to be on there still.
Yeah. Kristen, can you see that we get the new ordinance on there, the one that,
The new
Carl,
one is on there.
it's on there?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
then
is on
take
there,
that
but the
one
draft
off.
one's on there as well, so it's kind of confusing a
then
little bit.
take that
but-
one, the
Clean up
draft one
the-
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just leave the one that's the done one.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're done with the draft.
and then, I don't know if misspelling words, there was a misspelled word that I found.
In the ordinance?
Yeah.
Too late.
Just,
Way too
it's,
late.
okay, it's just, yeah, it's just
It's just
one.
there.
It's just a typo, it looks
Yeah.
like, but, says, I think it's supposed to say any, but it says nay.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a big
Okay.
deal. Then my other question was, under noise, which is section 10, it talks about non-CWECS.
CWEX, yeah.
Which they define that,
CWECS.
that's
So which is a commercial
energy.
wind
Wind.
energy conversion system, right?
Yes, yes.
Which is the commercial, so in all of the rest of the ordinance, it just says WECS. So I don't know if that's a contradiction or a technical thing, but everywhere else, that's the only place I could find where it says C-WECS.
It says it in the beginning under the definitions, but, yeah, but
Well-
then other places there it just is WECS too, I see.
Right, so then I didn't know if there was a
Yeah.
difference or if there was.
What page is that on?
Well, mine
Noise.
doesn't have pages, but it's in,
No.
section under,
Section,
complaint resolution, under noise,
is there a section?
9,
Okay.
well, it's number 9 on my sheet. But I was just wondering if that was legally going to cause us any trouble with anything, because I just want to make sure before we wipe everything, you know, and do away with everything, that we're not gonna get hung up on a technicality somewhere.
Well, we've already passed this, so,
Right. But I wasn't sure on I didn't know what the difference was and why we called it one thing on one page and then the rest of it is all WECS and not C-WECS. And I know it says non-CWECS. So, I mean, I'm guessing they're talking about non-commercial.
It's in the definition, it says commercial wind energy conversion systems or CWEX, and then it says WECS, which is a generating nameplate of 100 kilowatt or greater, so it puts them all on the
I think it
same,
would have to say non
to be different.
to be different, because up here in the actual title, it's got WEX.
Wind energy conversion
Yeah.
system, yeah.
So I think in order, where it says non-commercial or non-CWEX. I think it's gotta have non if it applies any differently.
Okay. All right, so I just want to make sure it was that this particular resolution or ordinance covers commercial wind energy conversion systems. And I didn't know if that needed to, if there was a difference between commercial and just regular wind energy conversion systems,
Yeah, there is.
so that we don't get somebody coming in and say, well, that was for, all that stuff you were talking about is just for wind energy conversion systems. We're running a commercial wind
Well, we
energy.
should have found this beforehand, before we published it twice.
I know, yeah, I know, I get that, I was just,
So, yeah,
I just
think-
started,
If they're a I'm reading section 6 there, and this is the way I've read before, a non-commercial would be a maximum height of what's it say there, 100 feet. It's just a whole different animal. So the commercial would be what we were writing all that about. So, well, do you want to wait a week and ask questions?
well, I don't know if we could ask Eric.
I think where it
Carl.
says, if you look different places,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got your non-CWEX right there,
Right, and then I see
So-
below it talks about CWEX,
yeah.
but then I'm also seeing like in our setbacks, it just talks about wind energy conversion system.
And that's actually what is in the title.
Yeah, that's the whole shooting match. The very first page, the very start of it, which we just amended that, sections of that. And the definitions, it says CWEX and WEX in the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I would take it to be.
And I would like, maybe I could reach out to Carl and just ask him if we're not gonna make sure that we're not gonna, or just somebody of legal knowledge that would not know that we're not gonna get hung up on, because I think we kind of know where words can play a big thing in certain items. And I just wanted to make sure that we're okay with that before we, and I granted, yeah, I should have looked at this a little closer, but I started looking at it and I was like, and then after I saw that CWECS, then I thought, well, how come it's called that there, but over here it's called this? And does it need to be the same throughout the document?
Well, if you want to just wait and ask, we can. I think it is, but if you want to be
You
careful
think we're
about it.
covered?
I think so, but if you want to
I
ask,
think
I
we're
didn't
covered.
ask that question specifically.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you want to, it's all ready to go, we could do it next time.
Would that be all right if I reach out to, and
Sure.
just
It won't hurt
ask
anything.
and make sure and?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, we'll just kind of
I will,
table that or whatever till the very next meeting, and then we'll
yep, I just,
get some clarification.
thank you.
We can do that. Okay, next up there, number 7 is the solar ordinance discussion. Still doing more and more research on that myself.
Yeah, I found a couple other things about, well, in particularly noise, but I think most of that William answered. And he did send that chemical breakdown of those chemicals and things that they would be using. And I do think it's important that whatever ordinance we settle on is that we make sure that we can set what type of panels that are allowed in Page County and not the toxic kind. So somehow we gotta make sure that this is the type of panel that's allowed, this is not allowed, as far as toxicity. And then also, the buried cables, or the 10-foot depth, I'd be willing, if we can say that any project coming to Page County, even though Mid-American says, yep, our project, all the lines are inside the project, we need to make sure that any project coming to Page County, that their lines are inside the project, and then we can regulate depth. However, you know, we don't have to maybe necessarily have the 10-foot depth.
If they cross a right of way or go,
Right, now that's
Anywhere
a
else,
little
it's
different, but if
yeah.
they have, if anything inside their project land that they're gonna be using, and it's not gonna be farmed over, it's not gonna be driven over, there's no risk of somebody hitting one of those lines or buried lines, then I think that should be, we could negotiate that and figure out something, because and then if there is anything outside those, I would say keep them at 10 foot, if they're gonna go outside the project area. But I would like it to say, you know, if we do have a solar project, that, you know, these have to be such and such depth if they're going across other land or right of ways or whatever, you know, have it something listed like that.
okay.
I'm still liking to go to a tour. I think that would be good to go
Just see
list,
what it
but
is.
I just haven't had time. I had emailed him and said I was interested, and I just not had time to do it.
Yeah, I was looking into just as for informational value, the tax benefit of them, I haven't found the situation on that either exactly, just for,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna reach out to Jason about that and ask the
Just see
assessor
that.
maybe, and,
just to know that too, just what there is there, so. Anything else on that, the research figured out? Keep working,
yep,
okay,
I think, you know, learned a lot so far, more than I knew about him, so,
okay.
which is good.
Next
I
up,
think we need to listen to the experts on solar and not go with some of the articles that are out there and
By-
some of the things that are conspiracy theories or whatever you want to call them.
by expert, do you mean the salesman? That's who, the only person who
I
talks
mean,
to
the
us is
people
salesman.
who know what they're doing,
Just be cautious,
Well, and
he's,
that-
he's a nice guy, nice salesman, he's a salesman,
but
so.
some of these articles are put out there by people who know nothing.
Well, and they do give us things to ask, though.
Right,
I mean, and I'm all for asking.
but then you need to believe the people that are the experts that are the ones that
Right,
are
and
putting
I've
them
learned,
in.
like I said,
Yeah.
I've learned stuff
Right,
that I didn't
right,
know
yeah.
before,
Yes.
just by asking,
Yes.
maybe
It-
asking
it's good to
ridiculous
ask
questions,
questions,
but.
Yes,
I
and
s-
he is a chemical engineer. William is a chemical engineer who knows, that's why he explained the solar panels last week and the chemicals and whatever.
I mean,
Right, but
does
at the
have
end of
a
the,
bias, he
at the
makes
end of the
his
day,
living.
though, they're still gonna tell you all the good stuff. Right? I mean, they're not gonna say, oh.
I don't think they're gonna lie to you about the makeup of the solar panels.
No,
No, I would hope not.
I would hope not,
but
so.
again, we need, the salesman would not be the right person to write the ordinance, so, in my opinion. Okay, anything else on that? If not, we have board communication, I'm trying to think what's coming up here, we have, let's see where we at. 18th, anything coming for next week we need to think about?
I've got a meeting Monday night with, Carbon Solutions, about the pipeline with the fire department and some mayors and things of,
Is that
towns, and
EMS?
the EMS or EMA thing, on Monday night in Shenandoah.
Have we heard anything on the jail? I haven't heard anything in quite a while on the jail, what's going on out there?
I think they're moving right along, but I don't know.
I haven't heard any updates from them in a while. So, well,
No, I haven't heard anything from him. Oops, you missed one.
Did JD, I can't remember whether he sent it out or how he sent it out, about trimming some trees.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
We
picture.
need to make sure if those are good trees, if they're walnut trees or whatever, we need to take bids on those, not just have somebody take them and
Somebody
clear them
pay
off.
for walnut trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so we need to find out, I did send him a note back about that, and I haven't heard any more, so I don't know exactly what they are, but evidently there was a big, flare-up about that prior to, Jacob, you maybe remember about something that, when they were talking about trimming trees down there, so, we need to make sure that we do it right.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, that'd be, I think they would know that, but need to remind them. Okay. Well, anything else? If not, we have claims tonight.
I move that we approve the claims.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second, we've passed the claims around.
Yeah, here, do you want this back? Those are.
Hand that back, we'll vote on that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Before we go on, I didn't think about, Andy, do you have anything you wanna, we got minutes to do next, but do you have anything you need to?
I talked to JD, told him, I says, they didn't unplug them piles down there. If it rains a lot, I could get water in my basement because there's intakes up the hill from my house on that line. He said he was gonna take care of it Monday. I was down there last night. It's not uncovered.
So,
And the guy that was doing the surveying told me not to do any more digging down there. So I'm not supposed to uncover it.
we can send an email to JD, and I guess he knows, just make sure that gets opened up. Well, let us know if it don't get opened up. I mean, it should be opened up now.
And that's down there by your tile lines?
The ends of them,
There's been 2 tile lines that were.
Yeah, we're covered up, okay.
okay,
That's all I need.
okay. Okay. All right, we had minutes from the 9th, the 11th, and the 12th. The 11th was the only ones that I amended, I saw. Did you see anything there?
Yeah, that was it.
That's what I had, here's what I did on the 11th, I amended out the discussion stuff. Here, oh, here's another one here, let me hand that on over. So, so they would be, make a motion on that.
All I have is the 11th.
I know, the other two, I didn't change them. There was no discussion, it was just, they look good. The 9th and the 12th, so. So, the 11th is the one that had the discussion stuff in it, so.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes, the amended minutes for the 11th. And the unamended minutes for the 9th and 12th, is that correct? Per,
I'll go ahead and second that.
where's that,
You might want to keep those separate, though.
oh, we wanna keep the two,
Yeah,
or all three separate?
no, just put the 9th and
9th and 12th,
12th
okay.
together, and the
Okay, so
11th by itself, yeah.
Okay. So I'll make a motion that we pass or approve the minutes from the 9th and the 12th.
Okay, I'll second that.
Is there discussion on that? You can vote if you want. Just need to make Corey the roll call guy, since she's got a typo with her, he can do it. You got to do things at once. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Okay, I'll make another motion.
And then, yep, and then I'd make a motion on the 11th to approve the amended minutes per the Iowa Public Information Board guidelines.
And I'll second that motion.
The April 11th.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
No,
Yes. Okay, those are done. We're to the number 11 adjourn. A motion to adjourn?
also move we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.